Ostracize as verb. To exclude or banish someone from a social group or community. To reject or isolate someone from a society or community. She was ostracized by her former friends after she spoke out against their behavior. The new employee was ostracized by his colleagues for being different. The community ostracized the family after they were accused of a crime. He was ostracized from the team after he refused to follow the coach's orders. The student was ostracized by her classmates after she made a mistake in front of the whole class.
Redress as verb. To correct or put right a wrong or injustice. To make amends for a wrong or injustice. The court ordered the defendant to redress the harm caused to the plaintiff. The company promised to redress the issue by offering refunds to affected customers. He sought to redress the imbalance of power between the two parties. The government is taking steps to redress the economic disparities in the country. The organization is committed to redressing social injustices. Expunge as verb. To erase or eliminate something completely. To strike out or remove a record or entry, often used in legal or official contexts. The lawyer tried to expunge the evidence from the trial. The editor decided to expunge the offensive comments from the article. The accountant had to expunge the erroneous data from the report. The artist decided to expunge the unsatisfactory parts of the painting. The company had to expunge the outdated products from its inventory. Assuage as verb. To make something less severe, intense, or painful. To ease or alleviate. To relieve or alleviate pain, discomfort, or distress. The medicine helped to assuage the patient's pain, making them feel more comfortable. The apology assuaged the customer's anger, showing that the company valued their feedback. The mother's hug assuaged the child's fear, providing reassurance and comfort. The therapist's advice helped to assuage the client's anxiety, giving them coping strategies and tools to manage their emotions. The rain assuaged the drought, providing water to the dry fields and reservoirs. Construe as verb. To give a particular meaning or interpretation to. To interpret or understand the meaning of. The judge construes the law to mean that the defendant is guilty. The teacher construes the student's silence as a sign of boredom. The audience construes the comedian's jokes as offensive and insensitive. The analyst construes the data to suggest that the company's profits are declining. The historian construes the evidence to support the theory that the ancient civilization was highly advanced. Tractable as verb. Capable of being easily controlled or managed. Easily led, taught, or influenced. The horse trainer worked hard to make the wild stallion more tractable. The dog was very tractable and obeyed every command. The student was tractable and open to new ideas. The employee was very tractable and did everything The new employee was very tractable and responded well to constructive feedback.
Connive as verb. To be involved in a secret or illegal plan or scheme, often with others. To conspire or collaborate in an illegal or unethical manner. The two employees were accused of conniving to steal company property. The parents were upset when they discovered their children had been conniving to skip school. The student was caught conniving with a classmate to cheat on the exam. The politician was found to have connived with lobbyists to pass a controversial bill. The thieves had connived to break into the museum and steal the valuable artifacts. Travesty as verb. To imitate or represent something in a false, absurd, or distorted way. To turn something serious into a mockery or parody. The editor travestied the author's work by changing key plot points. The parody travestied the popular movie with exaggerated humor. The artist travestied the famous painting with a new comedic twist. The political commentator travestied the opposing party's platform to score points. The sketch comedy troupe travestied current events with biting satire. Kowtow as verb. To act in a servile or subservient manner. To show excessive obedience or deference to someone, especially a superior or authority. The leader of the country demanded that all visitors kowtow before him as a sign of respect. Despite his reservations, the employee felt compelled to kowtow to his boss's demands in order to keep his job. The diplomat refused to kowtow to the demands of the foreign government, risking the possibility of strained relations between the two nations. The singer refused to kowtow to the record company's demands for a more mainstream sound, opting to stay true to his artistic vision. The politician was criticized for seeming to kowtow to the interests of big business, rather than representing the needs of his constituents.
Verb. To cause to become red or rosy, especially in the face due to health, embarrassment, or excitement. To cleanse thoroughly or rapidly, especially with a flow of water or other fluid. The police flushed the suspects out of the building. He flushed the toilet after using it. The doctor instructed her to flush the wound with warm water. She flushed her cheeks with embarrassment when he complimented her. He flushed the radiator to clear out the old coolant. Besiege. To encircle and lay siege to a place, typically a fortified location, with the intent to capture or conquer it. To surround and harass someone with persistent demands or requests. The protesters besieged the government building, blocking the entrances and demanding to be heard by the officials inside. The city was besieged by enemy troops, cutting off supply lines and preventing people from leaving or entering. The detective was besieged by reporters, all trying to get the inside scoop on the latest crime scene. The company was besieged by complaints from customers, all unhappy with the quality of the product and demanding refunds. The team was besieged by injuries, making it difficult to field a competitive squad for the upcoming game.
Inure as verb. To accustom or habituate someone or something to a particular situation or condition, especially an unpleasant one. To make someone or something tolerant of something difficult or unpleasant. The harsh conditions of the military training inured him to hardship. After a while, the constant criticism started to inure her to insults. The athlete had to inure himself to the rigors of his sport in order to succeed. The repeated exposure to violence inured him to the suffering of others. Over time, the long commute inured her to spending hours in traffic. Undermine as verb. To damage or sabotage someone's position, authority, or reputation. To weaken, erode, or diminish the strength, stability, or effectiveness of something. The CEO's public criticism of his team members undermined their confidence. The virus undermined the economy and led to job losses. His lack of attention to detail undermined the project's success. The company's decision to outsource jobs undermined its commitment to local employment. The bad reviews online undermined the restaurant's reputation.
Incense as verb. To make someone extremely angry, annoyed, or frustrated. To make someone extremely angry or annoyed. The rude comment incensed her, and she responded angrily. The unfair treatment of the employees incensed the union members. The decision to close the library incensed the community. The politician's remarks incensed the opposition party. The violence in the city incensed the public and led to protests. Verb. To feel a strong longing or desire for something, especially for a person or place that one is separated from. To yearn strongly or wistfully for something, especially for a person or place that one is separated from. The child pined for the toy they had seen in the store. She pined for her lost love for years after their breakup. The prisoner pined for freedom during his years in jail. The dog pined for its owner while they were away on vacation. The soldier pined for his family while serving overseas. Entice as verb. To attract or lure someone with something desirable or tempting. To persuade or coax someone to do something. The aroma of freshly baked cookies enticed me into the bakery. The promise of adventure and excitement enticed him to sign up for the expedition. The discount offer was meant to entice customers to buy more products. The company offered a lucrative salary package to entice top talent. The bright colors and flashy designs on the packaging were meant to entice children to buy the product. Degrade as verb. To lower the status, reputation, or value of something. To reduce in quality, value, or rank. The chemical waste from the factory was degrading the local environment. The erosion caused by heavy rainfall is degrading the soil quality. The constant exposure to sunlight can degrade the quality of certain materials. The company's reputation was degraded after a scandal involving its executives. The politician was criticized for using language that degraded her opponents. Hobble as verb. To hamper or limit someone or something's ability to act or operate effectively. To tie or bind an animal's legs together in order to restrain its movement. The injury caused him to hobble around on crutches. The rope was used to hobble the horse. The new regulations would hobble the company's ability to expand. The new tax law would hobble small businesses. She tried to hobble her opponent's campaign by spreading rumors.
Behoove as verb. To be beneficial or advantageous for someone or something. To be necessary or appropriate for a particular purpose or situation. It behooves you to study hard if you want to pass the exam. It would behoove us to arrive early to secure good seats for the concert. It behooves the company to invest in new technology to stay competitive. It behooves us to save money for unexpected expenses. It behooves parents to monitor their children's online activity.
Devolve as verb. To pass control or responsibility down to someone lower in rank or authority. To transfer power or decision-making from a central authority to individual parts of an organization or system. The responsibility for the project devolved onto the team leader. As the company grew, many of the decision-making powers devolved to lower-level managers. The monarchy devolved into a dictatorship over time. The negotiations quickly devolved into shouting and accusations. The situation devolved into chaos as more people arrived. Ready to boost your English? Meet our vocabulary app, the fun and effective way to master the language. Books learn advanced words with examples and audio. Direct hit master idioms, proverbs, and phrasal verbs. Video game enjoy quizzes, flashcards, and pronunciation tests. Glow showing Europe Africa translate into 100+ languages, all in one app. Did you learn new words? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel. Download now and start your journey to vocabulary mastery.